just want to let you guys know right off the bat that I am considered a comedic genius at the warehouse I work at. Oh yeah, you put me in a warehouse with 3 chubby Latino guys, I'm gonna make those fools laugh. You give me an Armando, an Ernesto, and a Jose, I know what my demographic is. Is there a black dude on a forklift? Because I'm pretty sure I can make them laugh too. I'm a little versatile that way, you know? Like, for example, if you're wearing a back support belt right now, I'm gonna be your type of comedian. I can't emphasize this enough. Lift with your knees. That's not even a joke. That's just, we don't get paid enough to blow out our backs, you know? But you know, I love being funny at my warehouse job, though. I love it. Because being funny at my warehouse job is not like being funny on stage as a comedian. You know, as a comedian, you work really hard to be smart, funny, and clever. But what's great about being funny at my warehouse job is you don't have to be any of those things. And I know that because a few weeks ago, I saw my coworker, Armando. He was covered in sweat from unloading trucks all day. And I walked up to him and I said, "Damn, fool, you look cold. Put a sweater on." And they've been laughing about that shit for 2 weeks now. Oh, they can't get enough of it. They can't get enough of it. The other day, Jose came up to me. He was like, "Hey, fool, what was that joke you told Armando a few weeks ago?" I go, "Well, check this out. He was covered in sweat, right?" So I told him that he looked cold and he should put a sweater on. And Jose said, "How do you come up with this shit? You should be a comedian." But that's a problem. I haven't told them that I'm a comic. Because I feel like if I tell them I'm a comic, they're gonna wanna come to a show like this one. And they're gonna come with the same expectations of how I'm funny at the warehouse. And how I'm funny at the warehouse is definitely how I try not to be funny on stage as a comedian. Like I try to do the opposite of that, you know? Like I just have a feeling that if I invite them to a show, they're gonna come up to me afterwards really unimpressed. And they're gonna be like, "You know, that was okay, but why didn't you do that sweater joke about Armando?" I know these people don't work with us, but I think they would've got it. It doesn't make me wonder why I work so hard at being a stand-up comedian. Like, my life would be so much easier if I just settled for being the funniest guy at the warehouse. It would be so much easier. Like, you have no idea. I could be the Juan Mulaney of shipping and receiving. Killing it every day. Every day. I'm a little bit of a street fighter. I don't know if you guys could tell. Been in a lot of fights. Probably gonna fight tonight. Probably gonna get in a fight tonight. You know, been in a lot of fights, and if I'm being honest, I've lost every single fight I've been in. All of them. I've lost so many fights, it's like a record I'm proud of. Some of you might be thinking, why is this fool bragging about losing fights? But I'll tell you why. What's more impressive, a guy who won 9 fights or me who's been knocked out 35 times and survived? Because when it comes to being defeated, I'm undefeated. Nobody has lost more fights than me. Nobody. And I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but you ain't shit in my neighborhood if you haven't kicked my ass. Nobody respects you, nobody. Everybody's kicked my ass. I'm talking about Latino gang members, black gang members, Korean small business owners. Yeah. They've all made my nose bleed. But even though I lose every fight physically, I win every fight emotionally. I'm more of an emotional fighter. Because anybody can win a fight physically. A big dumb gorilla can win a fight physically. You want to be a big dumb gorilla, or you want to be a mastermind who hurts people's feelings? Because that's how you win a fight emotionally. For example, my best knockout move is after I've been knocked out and the guy's walking away victorious, I like to yell out, "Hey, fool, I've been beat up by better men than you." You know how confusing that is? That's a man who's gonna go home, look himself in the bathroom mirror, and ask himself, "I won that fight, but why do I feel like a bitch-ass loser?" Because it hurt your feelings, that's why. Because my fighting technique is similar to that of an angry girlfriend in an argument. I just win the fight by saying the most fucked up thing that had nothing to do with the argument whatsoever. That's how women win fights. Only men are dumb enough to think you win a fight physically. But women are smart enough to say something so fucked up to you that it stays with you forever. I know that because a few years ago I was arguing with my ex-girlfriend, and out of nowhere she said, "That's why your mom's going bald." We were arguing about rent money. What did my poor mother's balding scalp have to do with any of this? That was 9 years ago. I think about that shit once a week. This morning was that once a week. You know, but I learned from that sort of feminine fighting style. Just go personal and low. Just go personal and low. That's why last time I lost the fight, when the guy was walking away, I just yelled out, "That's why you have a small dick and your little brother makes more money than you?" He looked at me like, why would you say that? Also, how do you know that? You know my girlfriend, Julie? Has she been talking to you? You know, but in order to be a good emotional fighter, you have to train with the best emotional fighters. I really do train with the best. I train with all of my tias. If you don't know what tia is Spanish for divorced, bitter Latinas. Some of the best fighters I know. Some of the best fighters I know. My tia Marta told me if you ever really want to destroy a man emotionally, all you have to do is yell out, you're a fucking loser, and the only thing you've ever given me is these 3 beautiful children. You don't know how excited I am to use that in my next defeat. I leave you on this last thing. I don't like people in open relationships. I don't know if any of you are here tonight. Probably not, because you would have been up here bragging about it, trying to convince us that it's not weird and we should be more open-minded. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Me personally, I like cheaters because at least cheaters have the dignity to be quiet about it. You know, show me a cheater and that's a person I can trust. You know, because they're doing their best to keep a secret. Not these serial killers in open relationships. They brag about it like it's a murder they're proud of. They write letters to the FBI. The FBI like, look, this is weird, but it's not a crime. You know? If you don't know what an open relationship is, I'll sum it up for you. An open relationship is when a psychopath tells their partner that they want to sleep with other people but still be in a relationship. You know, like something a psychopath would say. And their partner agrees to it because they're scared of dying alone. That's an open relationship. My friend, he's in an open marriage, and he recently told me, he goes, you know, ever since me and my wife decided to be in an open marriage, I'm 90% happier in my relationship. And my only thought is nobody deserves to be that happy in a relationship. What kind of sick, disgusting relationship has that much happiness in it, you know? If you're not a little resentful in your relationship, you're doing it wrong, you know? I don't think I could do an open marriage. Like, I'm an old school, I was brought up with old school values. I was brought up with traditional values. Like, when it comes to the idea of marriage, I believe in meeting a woman, falling in love, starting a family, getting married, cheating on her, getting caught, and then losing everything in the divorce, including the kids. Because listen, that's how my grandfather did it. That's how my father did it. And goddamn it, that's how I'm gonna do it. There's an heirloom that the men in my family like to pass down after they've been divorced. It's the keys to a studio apartment in Van Nuys. It's not even a place, it's a sad state of mind.